Guys, welcome. So today I'll be sharing with you a unique approach towards cracking prelims 2024. Guys, after doing a detailed analysis of prelims 2023 and prelims 2022, I have come to the conclusion that if you want to crack the prelims 2024, then you have to have an unconventional approach. Otherwise, you will have to really work very hard, and even after working hard, there will be no guarantee of cracking the UPSC prelims 2024. Guys, you must have observed that these days the cutoff is decreasing. With every prelims, the cutoff is decreasing, but the kind of information which is available, the kind of guidance which is available, the kind of coaching which is available, with every year it is increasing. Am I correct or not? Am I correct or not? The kind of resources, the kind of YouTube initiatives, the kind of so many people on YouTube are there saying UPSC exam very easy, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, but cutoff is decreasing every year. Am I correct or not? Okay, guys, am I correct or not? Like, there are so many mentors, they will say exam is so easy. Okay, before exam they will say it is very easy. You do like this, read only this. Okay, read only this magazine. Every question came from this magazine. Okay, then they will say like this. Okay, but actually what is the reality, guys? Actually, what is the reality? The cutoff is decreasing. The cutoff is decreasing. This means what? Difficulty level is increasing. Difficulty level is increasing. The cutoff is decreasing. Okay, the cutoff is decreasing. The performance is decreasing. Okay, that is a reality. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that. And one thing also we cannot deny that 99.99% of the people are not able to actually prepare in the right direction. Because if they are preparing in the right direction, if they have the right strategy, then cutoff will not decrease. Cutoff will increase. Okay, this clearly shows that people are not able to understand, people are not able to preempt what UPSC is going to do. UPSC is surprising most of the aspirants every year. Am I correct or not? How many of you agree with this? Guys, you can comment. You can comment in the comment box, or you can raise your hand if you want to say something. Okay, even you can also say something. Okay, we have Mr. Akram. Yeah, anyone wants to say something? Okay, so let's move on, guys. So what I would like to tell you is that, guys, there is a famous saying that if you have an enemy, then learn and know about your enemy. Don't just be mad at him or her. Most of the aspirants I talk to, they are just mad at the changing pattern. They are just mad at the prelims paper. They're angry at the prelims paper. They say UPSC is very random, UPSC is very unpredictable, UPSC prelims is very tough. Okay, but very few aspirants, they try to understand, they try to decipher what is the trend, what is the demand, what UPSC is expecting from a prelims aspirant. Very few are able to read the mind of the paper setter. Very few are able to read the mind of the paper setter. So I am going to share my own perspective. Okay, you can tell me once you listen to this that do you agree with this or not? Okay, so you can raise your hand and then you can speak, or you can write in the comment box also. I'm reading all the comments. Okay, so what I feel is UPSC wants to discourage what? UPSC wants to discourage, obviously, a repeated attempt. Okay, UPSC do not want to give more advantage to people who are going for repeated attempts. Okay, so what they are doing, as per the trend, what I have seen after 2020, what I have seen is that you have number of questions coming from the current affairs are increasing. Because if the paper is static in nature, and if the paper is directly prepared from the Lakshmikant or from the NCRTs, which is basically NCRT and the standard textbooks, then there is a high chance that the people who are repeating, they will have an edge over the freshers. They will have the edge over freshers. Am I correct or not? How many of you agree? If suppose UPSC is focusing directly from the NCERTs, directly from the static books. Majority of the questions, then obviously people who have prepared 2, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay, they will have an edge over the, okay, newbies, not newcomers. Okay, freshers means basically newcomers. So what UPSC is wanting to make a level playing field in the prelims. Level playing field in the prelims. So how UPSC can make a level playing field in the prelims? Through current affairs. Through current affairs, because you may have scored the highest marks in the prelims last year, but if you do not read current affairs this year, then you will not be able to solve any question this year. Do you agree or not? You may have all the knowledge of all the books. Last year you may have prepared very good. Last year you may have scored very high. But this year, if you do not read current affairs properly, you may miss the questions. You may miss even the prelims exam also. Personally, I know many rank holders. They are failing to crack prelims examination after 2020. Many of them, I know, they are not able to crack 2021, no, 2022, 2023. I know one of my own student, he's got a very good rank in the IFS. Next time he took the prelims examination, he failed in the prelims examination. Just imagine. Okay, IFS, he cleared IFS cutoff. IFS cutoff is 10-20 marks than the civil services cutoff. And next time he wrote the civil services prelims exam to get into IAS, and he failed in the prelims only. Why this is happening? This is happening not because he does not have knowledge, or he has not prepared well, or he is not conceptually sound. No, it is not because that. It is because the current affairs, the number of questions, the weightage of current affairs are rising. So if you are not very strong in current affairs, there are very high chance that you will not be able to crack prelims. Okay. Previously, what was the, I'm going to show you everything. Okay, I'm going to show you this analysis. This analysis is going to open your mind. Okay, previously, what was the notion? Still, some of the YouTubers, what they are saying is that, okay, prepare static very well. Static means prepare NCERTs. Okay, prepare Lakshmikant very well. And if you are very strong in this, then you can crack the prelims examination very easily. And just you read one compilation. I will not take the name of the compilation, but everyone says just read this compilation and this book, you will easily crack the prelims examination. Okay, but the thing is not that simple. The exam is not that simple nowadays. I'm going to prove you. Okay, so are you ready, guys? Are you ready for this? Guys, are you ready for this? Can we begin? Okay, so the first reason why people are struggling, people who traditionally have good command over Lakshmikant or good command over NCERTs, they are still struggling to crack the prelims examination, is, you see, from the static portion, now you cannot rely that if there are 40 questions static, then you can solve 40 out of 40. Why you cannot rely? Because the difficulty level and the complexity of the static questions have increased like anything. Guys, if you carefully look at the UPSC prelims paper, you will understand that the difficulty level of static questions have gone high. Current affairs, still the level is not that high. I'll show you with examples. I'm going to show you. For example, let us see these two questions, guys. These two questions are on very simple topic. They're a very simple topic. Election of the president. Election of the president. But there is a 99% chance that even after reading Lakshmikant, you could have got this wrong. Am I correct or not? How many of you got this correct inside the exam? Am I correct or not? There is chance. Okay. There's little chance that you may get this answer incorrect in exam. Honest. See, let us be honest. There are many people in the exam hall, after coming exam hall, they become over smart. But reality. Tell me, you keep your hand on your heart and you tell me honestly that this question inside the exam hall, even if you have read it from Lakshmikant, this question was very difficult. Most of the students got it wrong or they left the question. Am I correct or not, guys? Tell me honestly, guys. Tell me honestly. Okay. Be honest. Then only you are going to crack. If you're not honest, if you're dishonest to yourself, then you can never crack this exam. Honesty is very, very important. Many people are saying they have left this question, they have run wrong this question. Okay, again you see this question again on the president election. Again this question also, one statement is there which is not given in Lakshmikant. One statement is there which is not given in Lakshmikant, okay, in this question also. Okay, so what we are seeing that the difficulty level, of the static questions are coming, but the difficulty level is very high. Okay, not possible to solve maybe from the standard sources. Maybe the complexity is high. So even if you have read Lakshmikant, even if you have read NCERTs, if you really want to, okay, make sure that you will be able to solve static questions inside the exam hall, then you have to do what? Just not reading will not help. Just not reading. Okay, just not reading is going to help you. You have to solve very high level questions. You have to practice high level questions. Then only you will be able to solve such questions inside the exam hall, because questions are not very simple. Most of the test series generally which you solve, they are directly made from the statements from Lakshmikant. Am I correct or not? If you have solved some polity test series, I will not take the name, but you can share your experience that directly what they will do, they will take the statement from Lakshmikant. Is it true or not? Tell me honestly. Guys, tell me honestly. Okay, but UPSC is not doing that. UPSC is now going beyond Lakshmikant, beyond NCERTs as far as static questions are concerned. This two question is an example of that. Guys, how many of you agree? Please say yes in the comment box, guys, so that I get to know that you are following what I'm trying to tell. So the first point is very simple and clear. With example, I have shown you that the nature of question in the static section, the difficulty level, the complexity has been going up. That is the first thing. Okay, so if someone thinks, okay, Lakshmikant पढ़ लिया, एक रीडिंग ले लिया, दो रीडिंग ले लिया, मेरा तो प्रीलिम्स हो जाएगा, या मैंने स्पेक्ट्रम पढ़ लिया, 2-3 बार पढ़ लिया, मेरा प्रीलिम्स हो जाएगा, तो वो अपना को बेवकूफ बना रहा है. There is still a chance that you may not be able to crack prelims. This is 2 questions is an example. Now let us go forward. Okay, now the second thing which I have observed is from static section, questions are coming from non-traditional topics. What is non-traditional topics? Non-traditional topics basically is they are static topic, but they are non-traditional. Means traditionally UPSC has not asked such question. What are traditional topics of polity? Guys, what are traditional topic of polity? Let me just ask you. Let me see how many of you are able to tell. What are traditional topic? First, let us see traditional topic. What are traditional topic? Traditional topic is what? Fundamental right, DPSP, fundamental duty, preamble, parliament. These are traditional topic. If you see previous prelims, at least one question will be on fundamental rights, at least one question on DPSP, at least one question on fundamental duty, at least one question on preamble, at least one question on parliament, or 2 question or 3 question. But you see last year, how many questions were there from fundamental rights? How many questions were there from DPSP? How many questions were there from fundamental duty? How many questions were there from preamble? Tell me, guys, tell me, how many questions from fundamental duty or DPSP or fundamental rights or preamble or parliament? Very few, 0. So what do we think? Oh, my तैयारी is अच्छा, मेरा तैयारी तो बहुत अच्छा है, मैंने पार्लियामेंट के चैप्टर 10 बार पढ़ लिया, मैंने फंडामेंटल 10 बार पढ़ लिया, मैंने ड्यूटी पढ़ लिया 10 बार, बट भाई एग्जाम में नहीं आ रहा है, एग्जाम में ये टॉपिक पे क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा है. समझ रहे? यूपीएससी इज गोइंग नॉन ट्रेडिशनल टॉपिक्स. नॉन ट्रेडिशनल टॉपिक्स जैसे आप देखो यहाँ पे क्या पूछा है, प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन. प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन, जनरली ये सब इतना डीप में यूपीएससी नहीं जा रहा था पहले. ओके, यूपीएससी नेवर गो सच डीप. नाउ दे आर आस्किंग प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन. ओके, लाइक हियर दे आर आस्किंग सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, MSME. Previously in economy, what kind of questions, guys? Traditional topic in economy, national income, GDP. Okay, then inflation, how to control inflation, repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR. Am I correct or not, guys? Guys, am I correct or not? Concept of rupee, money multiplier. How many questions last year on repo rate? How many questions last year on reverse repo rate? How many questions on national income? Guys, are you getting this point or not? Now you understand why the cutoff is decreasing. Why the cutoff is decreasing? Why? Because what you are preparing is not coming, and what you are not preparing is coming. Are you getting this point or not? Guys, are you getting this point or not? What you are studying repo rate, you are studying banking, you are studying national income, not a single question on them. Not a single question. Maybe, see, if they ask difficult question, okay, but not asking any question, not asking any question, that is another case. Guys, that is another level only. Not asking any question, that is another level only. Okay, they may ask tough questions. Then we can say we can read more in depth, but they're not asking. They're not asking traditional topics like fundamental, DPSP, fundamental duty, okay, inflation, repo rate, reverse repo rate, exchange rate, this, that. They are not asking. Okay, so just think. Okay, I'm not saying that you prepare like this or you prepare like that. I just want to share my analysis, and you can tell, do you agree with this analysis or do you not agree with this analysis? Guys, let me tell you, although these two questions were easy on MSME and self-help group, but just because shock, people did not expect such questions inside the exam. People do not expect such questions, traditional questions from exam, because they are static but non-traditional. They are static but non-traditional. Do you agree or not? They are static but non-traditional. Am I clear? They are static question but non-traditional. People don't expect such question inside exam. But when they get, they panic. Next, you see, again you see, such kind of non-traditional question, non-traditional topics. Official Secrets Act, Evidence Act, Arms Act. Okay, you see here, Home Guards. So these are what? Non-traditional, difficult. Okay, not very easy to solve. I would say it is difficult. How many of you agree it is difficult? How many of you agree it is difficult? Guys, how many of you agree it is difficult to solve? See, after the exam, sitting at home very easy. But inside exam, to solve such questions which are non-traditional, not covered in general books like Lakshmikant and these kinds of books, they have not covered. Next year, next edition, they will add. But generally, these topics are not there in traditional book. Okay, that is another thing. Next. Now you see most questions of current affairs. Now let us see current affairs question level. Okay. Now let us see current affairs question level. Guys, is this question complex or easy? Guys, is this question complex or easy? Do you know or you don't know? Very simple question. Simple. You know, you mark it. You don't know, you don't mark. There is no confusion. No confusion. You see this question. Is there any confusion? No confusion. You know or you don't know? You know or you don't know? Very simple questions. Again, you see, where is cobalt found? Okay. Know or you don't know? Are you getting it? Again, you see G20. Such a simple question. G20. G20, they can give complex question or not in G20, but they are giving very simple question, very easy question, G20. Am I correct or not? Guys, G20 question is tough or easy? You only tell me. If you say tough, I will consider tough. If you say easy, I will consider easy. Is it tough question or easy question? Tell me Quickly. Very easy question. Most of you are agreeing. Everyone is saying easy. No one is saying tough. This means what? This means what? Current affairs questions are relatively very easy, provided you have seen them. Provided you have seen them. The complexity is very, very low. The complexity is very, very low. Just if you have heard about them, you will be able to mark it. Just because you have heard also them, you will be able to mark it. But you see the static question, even if you have read 10 times, but still you can go wrong. Okay, am I saying correct or not? You tell me now. Guys, static question just now we saw. Even if you have read preventive detention, still you can go wrong. Even you have read presidential elections, then you can go wrong. But here, even if you have seen something, even if you have heard something, you will get it right. You will get it right. Is this clear or not, guys? Okay. If you do not agree, you can disagree with me. Again, you see current affairs question. Okay, again, next thing. Some static questions, they look static. Some static topics, they look static, but they are not static. Best example is what? Pumpuhar. It is a static question or not, guys? Guys, is this a static question or not? Guys, is this a static question or not? Static question, do you agree or not? But this is not a static question, guys. This was a current affairs question. You can see here, the Hindu newspaper, 21 June 2023. Guys, can you see this? Can you see this, guys? Again, you see, this is again a static question, reservation. Again, you see, this is a static question, reservation. And this is again what? Current affairs. Why? Because last 2 years, reservation is in news. Reservation, the OBC layer, the creamy layer, the economic reservation. Okay, this is in news. Guys, am I clear or not? Guys, am I clear or not? These reservation topics also are in news or not? Last 2 years, every day, Maratha reservation, sometimes this reservation, sometimes that reservation. Okay, every day you are going to get this topic or not. In Hindu newspaper, if you are reading newspaper, this is very, very common. This is very, do you agree or not? Or if you don't agree, you can tell, sir, I don't agree. It is a static only. Or you agree that it is a current affairs question. Guys, so even static questions, they have taken from current affairs. Even static questions, they have taken from current affairs. My point is, even the static question, they are taking from current affairs. So what conclusion we have? Guys, what conclusion we have? Okay, that if we really want to crack the prelims examination, one thing which we cannot ignore is what? One thing which we cannot ignore is what? What we cannot ignore? Guys, current affairs. Who is strong in current affairs? Who is strong at current affairs? No one can stop him from selection. No one can stop him from selection. Okay, I can guarantee if you're strong in current affairs. But current affairs takes effort. Why? Because you cannot read current affairs in 10 days. You have to read throughout the year. You have to read throughout the year. Now you tell me, see, many people, okay, they are reading the same current affairs magazine, okay, or same current affairs compilation. Still, the cutoff is decreasing. This means what? See, tell me honestly, 99% or 90% in India, they are reading which current affairs magazine? Guys, tell me honestly. See, you agree that question is current oriented or not? Guys, you agree or not? Question is current oriented. I have proved or not? Guys, I have proved or not? Question paper is current oriented. Okay, this is truth or not? This is truth or not, guys? Question paper of 2024 was current oriented. Okay, and everyone is reading current affairs magazine. One magazine. Everyone is saying read this magazine, and the cutoff is decreasing. This means what? What is the inference? See, UPSC question, inference. Guys, what is the inference? UPSC question is current affairs oriented. UPSC question current affairs oriented. 99% student or 90% student reading some magazine. I will not take the name of the magazine. And cutoff is decreasing drastically. Cutoff is decreasing drastically. What is the inference you can draw? Guys, what is the inference you can draw? Tell me honestly. Be honest. Be honest. Let us be very logical. Let us be very logical. Let us be very honest. What is the inference you can draw? Statement one says that UPSC prelims paper is current oriented. Statement 2 says 99% people in India, they are reading this magazine. Okay. So and so magazine. And cutoff is decreasing drastically every year. Then guys, okay, you tell me what is the inference. Okay. So guys, things are very simple and things are very tough. If you understand things, things are very simple. If you don't understand things, if you repeat the same mistake, then things are very tough also. Okay. So the idea is what, guys? Okay, the idea is you have to have a very unique approach towards current affairs. Just reading one magazine, okay, which everyone is reading, this is not going to help you. If it is going to help you, it would have helped last year. It would have helped last year also. If it would have helped last year. But last year is a proof. 2022 is a proof. 2023 is a proof that such magazines are not helping. There are many YouTubers, they will say you, okay, see this, see that. But in reality, if something is coming from the so and so magazine, then why is the cutoff decreasing every year? It should not decrease, na? Such silly questions are coming from current affairs, and that also if you are not able to mark, then what the hell are you reading? What the hell are you reading? Am I correct or not? So we need a different approach. We need a unique approach. You need a very, okay, intensive approach towards current affairs. Okay, exhaustive approach towards current affairs, because UPSC is going completely current. UPSC is going completely current. Okay, this is the real analysis I'm going to give you. Very few candidates will know this reality. Okay, so if you're not very strong in current affairs, this is very low chance that you are going to qualify, particularly if you are in first attempt. Then the static questions are very complex, very difficult for first timers to solve them. So only a area where you can really compete with the seniors is the current affairs. Do you agree or not? If you are in first attempt or second attempt, okay, if you are really solving the first attempt or second attempt, then how can you compete with a senior candidate? Tell me, can you compete in static? Tell me, can you compete in static? If you're a first attempt and this is a level of question in static, just I showed you. मैंने दिखाया आपको. I showed you the question, level of question in static. Can you compete with him or her? Impossible. I'm telling you, impossible. The kind of question, static question they are asking, if you are a fresher, if you have read 1 or 2 times only, it is very difficult for you to challenge there. So where can you challenge? Where can you challenge even a 5th attempt person, even a 6th attempt person, even an 8th attempt person? Where can you challenge him? Guys, where can you challenge him? In the current affairs. Why? Why can you challenge only in current affairs? First of all, the questions are direct. The questions are direct, so he will not have an edge or she will not have an edge over you because he has read 10 times. He has also read 1 times. You also have read 1 times, because current affairs, no one can read 10 times. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? And questions are also very direct. Questions are also very direct. So that is the approach you should have. Okay, first prioritize current affairs. And current affairs, what you need to do? So guys, I will give you important topics and the PPP and the monthly current affairs test. Here you get 100 questions every month. Here you get 150 questions every month. PPP 5 questions daily. And here important topics. Okay, if you do these 3 things, guys, you are done for current affairs. No one can stop you. No one can stop you if you do this. No one can stop you. 100 plus 150 questions for every month. 1 PPP, current affairs, monthly current affairs test, and the important topic list which I am sharing with you. If you do this, I can promise you that easily you will sail through prelims. Easily you are going to sail through prelims. No one can stop you. No one can stop you to clear prelims. So all the PPP compilation. Let me show you this PPP compilation every month. PPP compilation. This I make every day 5 questions from current affairs. Every day I make 5 questions, quality questions from the newspaper. And I have referred Hindu, only Hindu, very in-depth Hindu. Okay. And I will tell you, in UPSC, all the questions are coming from one newspaper, Hindu. All the newspaper, only one newspaper, Hindu. Many people will read Indian Express and many newspaper. I also read. But let me tell you a truth. That UPSC prelims paper is prepared by the Hindu newspaper only. They don't refer any other newspaper. They refer Hindu. I have a proof for that. Let me just show you. I have a proof for that. You see this proof, Kumpuvar. And like this, last year I have proved Waggle dance, B, so many questions only from the Hindu. So only one newspaper, which is the king of newspapers, the Hindu newspaper. As far as UPSC prelims is concerned, there is only one newspaper, which is the Hindu newspaper. Okay. And I have prepared questions from Hindu newspaper every day, 5 questions. So this PPP is really very good. You can go through them and you will get the monthly current affairs test in our Lakshya package and even our Optima package. In both the packages, you have these 2 test series. Make use of these 2 test series. They are going to really help you. They are going to help you. This is the number. You can contact this number if you do not have access to. Okay. Without current affairs, let me tell you, it will be next to impossible for you to crack the prelims examination. Okay. So this PPP compilation I have uploaded, and I have uploaded the monthly current affairs test also. If you solve these 2, your prelims will, your current affairs is done. And I'm going to give you the important topic list also. Okay, I'll share, because now exam is postponed, so I'll share in the month of April end. Okay, in the month of April end, I'll be sharing this.